Shout out!
Hey, yo.
What a maneuver! Are you?
Look, my bad, y'all. But look, we here. We live in the building. You already know who it is by the sound of my voice. That's right. It's your woman, 6'9". JT back in this piece once again. And of course, I am rolling with one of the co-hosts. What's up? Papa L. Cheech is in the house.
What up? What up? What's going on, my peeps? We back here.
Man, we in here. We in this bit. Yo,
We
laying
out
in the cut like a Band-Aid. Gotta go ahead and put this out here. Yeah, we are out here. But look, first of all, thank y'all for checking in, following us on all of our social media accounts, whether it be Facebook, IG, the Book of Faces, Twitch. Listen, you get the drift. We everywhere. It's the name of the show. Obviously, I ain't spelling it. Cheech is wearing the shirt. There you go. You can spell it. Just look at the shirt. All right, but with that being said, yo, what's up, Mike Angelo? Always checking in with the faithful. But with that being said, my dude, listen, things have been crazy. As crazy as Soulja Boy and Bow Wow doing the verses.
Word.
You know
How'd that
what?
happen?
Obviously, they finally signed the contract, but it took me back just a little bit. Just a little bit. It took me back to, like, you know, graduating high
When
school.
I thought it took you back when your mom used to tell you to go take out the trash.
You, yeah.
No, but I mean,
doing the
there was
crank
a time. There was a timetable for that, and yes, a lot of people, you know, it was the thing that was popping at the time. You know what I mean? And you can discredit everything that Homeboy was able to accomplish. First artist on YouTube and all that shit. You know, something to do. Me, I was on that boxers tip. You know, some good fights last night. Also, you know what I'm saying?
Speak on that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? There was some good fights. Also, you know, AEW, which I thought it was kind of like, let's put it out there. They were more concerned to me for next Wednesday than this past Saturday. But, you know, we'll get into that. But, you know, there's a few matches, you know, Devonta Davis. You know what I mean? I didn't get to watch the Top Rank. I believe that's where friend of the show, Rhonda.
Rhonda.
Yeah, I think her brother, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, I think he put some pause out there, but I wasn't able to watch that, you know. But Lomachenko was on. You know, it's a a nice little combat sports, you know what I mean, extravaganza on the weekend, you know what I mean. But we here about to talk about that wrestling, you know what I mean. A few shows, so let's go at it.
Man, let's go at it, man. Listen, everybody was catching hands. A lot of shows popped off. Dave Chappelle had a show that popped off. And yo, listen.
Check this out.
Check it out, bro. If I'm Rich Bitch was a
what's her person? Right
that
there.
would be the picture. Right there.
God damn it. Donald Rollins. Where's that good shit at? God damn this motherfucker funny. Ha ha ha.
Yo, this ain't do-rag Vince. This ain't the Koofy wearing Vince. This is just Vince a little bit soft.
Drip.
He's soft right now, bro.
That's drip. That's drippity drip Vince right there. Look at Donald Rollins, you know, like he's smiling because you know he next to money.
Yo, that's Drip McMahon. That's his new nickname. Drip McMahon. That's his new nickname. Yo, the craziest things, dog. Like I would have never expected that at all.
That's very eclectic. You know, two set of people right there. You know what I mean? Like you want to expect. I mean, Vince looked good. Of course, he looked a little sweaty, but you know what I'm saying? He having a good time. You know what I'm saying? And he got that pool. So imagine. Just anybody could be at the backstage of a fucking Dave Chappelle show, my nigga. You can't even allow to have phones, my nigga.
You can't even have a phone, bro. You got to turn in your phone when you buy your ticket.
Yeah, so right there, it shows you my man, Vincent Kenny McMahon stature. You know what I mean? Even though a lot of people hate him for whatever, you know what I mean? Dude's an icon, you know what I mean? Like, can't knock it.
They,
But that was dope, man. That was big. I wonder if that show is being recorded for Netflix or something, you know?
I don't know, maybe Netflix or who knows? We may get Ashley Larry inside of on Raw or some shit. I don't know. Yo, in a skit, could you imagine Ashley Larry on a skit? Yo,
Bro, that'd be
endless.
great. It's funny because the other day I actually went to check out this new spot. It's called Heart of Gold. Is our voice over there at Pop and Damn, Jonah. You know, he got a new spot. And man, you gotta go check it out. You know what I mean? The way they set up everything and shit, and how I chopped it up with him, and pretty much we were talking about that. How the the program should go more to adult oriented, not necessarily with the sexual innuendo and all that stuff, but you can still do like adult oriented stuff. You know what I mean? And that will fall into place, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like Dave Chappelle, you know what I mean? Something like that, which it will be fucking amazing. We had Kevin Hart host it, you know what I mean? But
Yeah, but
yeah,
Kevin
man.
Hart is Kevin Hart. Dave Chappelle is Dave Chappelle, and that's not knocking Kevin Hart at all. But that's Chappelle, bro.
No,
Like,
no, but the thing is with Kevin Hart is at the time Kevin Hart got, he got popping. His shit got popping. Like he got something coming out. He got something to promote. That's the way to reason. Right now, perhaps Dave Chappelle might have something to promote down the line. You know what I'm saying? Because
oh, for sure.
it's like, you know what I mean? So it just the circumstances look different. You know what I'm saying? Like, but what I'm saying, like Dave Chappelle, like the way he carried himself, it's not. And you see him on Tonight Show and stuff like that, but like for him, what I mean, to a show and then perhaps to be in both WWE, you know what I mean? It's what I mean, it's chess, not checkers, you know what I mean? And it's all about that promotion. They see how many people follow them, you know what I mean? It's like fuck it, you know what I mean? That's like how you do that guerrilla promotion, you know what I'm saying? Just promote, even if nobody see it, you know what I mean? They're gonna keep promoting your shit.
Speaking of promoting this shit, yo, listen. I sure enough appreciate y'all definitely following along with us, rocking with us this long and everything like that. But definitely got to thank y'all ahead of time. In the meantime, in between time, thank y'all for going out and checking out the latest interview with Shane Taylor. Excuse me, let me get it right. The president and hold on, the what? The what?
CEO.
That's right. CEO and president of Shane Taylor Promotions, Shane Taylor. Make sure y'all go check that out. Available everywhere. That podcast is all available. Go to the YouTube channel. Go check that out. Very good episode. If you look at just for knowledge to be dropped on you, and also just to chop it up and just talk about pop culture and just whatever, man. We just kicked it, man. We laid in the cut and we just kicked it. If y'all want to really
jewels.
Dropping jewels. Listen, every contract he ever signed says president. You know what I'm saying? And that's word to Jay-Z. So, definitely go check that out. Make sure you following Shane Taylor on all of his platforms, whether it be IG, whether it be, of course, Twitter, Facebook, whatever. Follow him, ROH.com, of course, ProWrestlingTees.com. Oh, definitely future heavyweight champion for ROH. That's written in the stars. Make sure you also following everybody inside Shane Taylor Promotions. Big ups. You know what else I got to promote? Listen, my boy, this right here going down Monday. You love to see
that shit. You love to see this shit, bro. People don't understand, you know what I mean? Like seeing this picture pop up, this fucking graphic pop up on social media, my dude. It's shout out to John Thorne, AIW. You know what I mean? I know the Acclaim, they are Northeast, you know what I mean? But this dude right here, this is homegrown talent, you know what I mean? My man from, Erie, my man from Cali, but bro, we adopted him as a fucking son. You know what I mean? Fuck. Oh man, Matthew Justice and fucking PB Smooth, my G.
Yeah.
Whoo, man. Even though and their claim is annoying, but hey, I guess they see something on them. And I just hate that this motherfucker ain't gonna go over. I just wish they'd up. But man, PB's movement is fucking mad justice, bro. Talk about that shit, my nigga.
Man, yo, that right there to me is big enough in its own. First of all, PB Smooth, probably one of the first people that I ever interviewed outside of West, but I think he was like one of the first people I ever interviewed, one of the first people that I kicked it with. You know what I'm saying? Been on the show twice, re-up. Matthew Justice, man, the person that I nicknamed personally myself, Hardcore Jesus, the Messiah of Hardcore, all that. Listen, if y'all don't know who these two people are, go to whatever.
Google that shit.
That too. That's first and foremost. Google that.
Well, IWTV?
Go to IWTV. Go to whatever app that you use to watch your independent wrestling on. You're going to see these two people faces pop up. They all over, man. PB Smooth, quite possibly one of the most talented brothers that I've ever had a chance to just chop it up with and actually learn from. And like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and I don't know.
And the thing is, and I, you know, I mean, just put out there, you know, PB Smooth, he put in the work, but he also do some things for the community. And that's something that he don't brag about that shit. You don't see that up front for knowing all that stuff and seeing him in that particular stage. It's like, man, you can't help not to root for him. And perhaps, you know what I mean? Even, you know, sign that fucking check. He get a check in front of him, no matter what the fuck they call him. But like they say, as long as them check clear, hey, fuck it. But you love to see, you know, people like that do good for the community. And, you know what I mean? They still pushing, you know what I mean? Like, Du Young, you still work, you know, see him working out. He's really involved with the community. You know what I'm saying? Like a role model to look up to, you know what I mean? And big up to PB Smooth, yeah. Yeah, heard?
Yeah, man, listen. He don't talk about it, he be about it. So also, you know, like I said, the same praises go out to Matthew Justice, man. Once again, like talented brother, very, how can I put this? The man says what he means and means what he says. He's probably, once again, another person that I'm very happy that I had a chance to just get a chance to know over the past year. I'm really mad that I recorded an interview with him and I lost the interview inside the fire. That's all right. We're going to have to get that one more time and read it up. But also going down, you love to see it. For another former guest, Wheeler Yuta is on AEW. This is, I mean, once again, you love to see this. I mean, ROH talent inside AEW. That forbidden door is kicked wide open. So,
and remember, my man, ain't he popping up on New Japan too soon?
Yeah, New Japan.
With Judah, and this coming from on the same week. You know what I mean? Like, it's big, bro. Oh, brother. Nah, but Wheeler Judah, man, I think he hosts the Northeast Championship out in somewhere in Massachusetts, I believe. He's the champion over there. I think, you know, he got a little stable and all that shit. So he moved up, man. And like you said, Ring of Honor, you know he's a pure wrestler. Drew Gulak was one of his trainers going against Carl Anderson. Man, it's good, man. That's dope, man. He's been in many Midwest shows, AIW. Man, love it.
Man, you love it. You love to see it. Love to see it. Love to see it. And like I said, I mean, going up against Carl Anderson, man, that's another big one in its own. So I'm definitely happy to see this happen to these people that put in this work. But speaking of work, listen.
Damn work. Okay. I don't know if you was gonna go there, but it seems like some people are out of work.
Yeah, I am going there. And once again, WWE dropped a lot of releases this past week. Some of them surprising, some of them not. They did release a new name for Piper Niven. Let's go ahead and start off on a happier note before we get to those releases. Dewdrop. My man.
Yo, that's my new rapper name.
Dewdrop?
Yo,
what the fuck?
Dewdrop.
What the fuck is a dewdrop?
Dewdrop. Well, I believe my fellow American here have the definition right here.
So according to the Urban Dictionary,
dewdrop. A woman who is romantically attracted to other women, but someone went out of their way to change the definition to the rebrand of Piper Niven. What the fuck?
I can't, bro. I can't, like, yo. Who?
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
I don't know, like, who was inside the room and said, you know what would be a good idea? Dewdrop. You know what's probably in that room? The same writer that got released for going on a podcast, not ours.
No, and can you believe that podcast was, I believe, from like June 6th? You know what I mean? So it was out there.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
when it had to do anything with wrestling, eventually it's gonna come out. Yeah. And unfortunately, nobody thought her about, well, kayfabe is dead, you know, like they say, but yeah, you don't say that shit, you know what I mean? Especially for a job like that, especially how fans are with the sport. And lo and behold, she's already, she got fired. She's gone.
Oh, I mean, she's just sitting there bragging. Oh, I think one of the guys' name is Bobby Ashley or whatever. I'm like, come on now, dog. You serious? You serious with that?
Nah.
Like why?
She's Canadian
why would
too.
Well,
I think she's Canadian, bro.
I mean, that still doesn't, excuse what happened. But I just kind of look at it like, you set yourself up for that, all right? Like at this point, to me, like I kind of feel like that you wanted to not work there, but by making that comment on a live, well, not a live podcast, but just making the comment, period, and knowing that it's media goes everywhere. Okay, so yeah, she's going.
You do, man. I mean, she cute, and yeah, it tells you, because we've been knowing this as fans, you know what I mean? Because it seems like, I think they even have it on the fucking contract, like on the fucking on the application, that you don't have to have no type of fucking wrestling background to work for them.
I mean, basically, so WWE has like a Walmart application. You have to have no type of background in grocery, no type of background in stock, no type of background. Just fill it out and we'll train you, basically.
And that's crazy, bro, because you know how many people that been in the business that perhaps they can't wrestle no more, that might be able to fill dumb positions, right?
Yeah.
That probably will do a better job. You know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong, like fucking Hurricane Helms. You know what I mean? This dude, he read comics, he watches movie, like he watched combat sports. So the way he breaks down different things, you know what I mean? Bro, you could put, you know what I mean, like storylines with shit like that. Cause you know what I mean? Like you hip to whatever's in at the time and at the moment. You know what I mean?
For sure.
It's just sad. I mean, don't get me wrong, sad that she lost her job, but at the same time, it's like she's was gonna do this just to get money and to be able to follow her own dreams, which ain't nothing wrong with that, but it's like you should have kept that shit to yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a lot of people probably didn't even know that Fresh Prince Jr. was behind the scenes for a period of time. You know what I mean? Unless he said it.
Yeah. Yep. That's another one. That's another one. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I just like speaking of, you know, cuts and stuff like that, you know, some of the people that got cut and unfortunately lost their employment this past the 25th, I should say. You know, this is just some of the people. You know, Killian Dane, you know what I'm
Big
saying?
Damo. They
Big
dropped
Damo.
the ball on that shit. Big Damo,
Big
man.
time.
That dude has so
time.
much potential. Oh my god. Fucking
But you know what's crazy?
But to me, probably the money that they offered this dude, maybe he was big, so it's like, yo, we gotta get rid of him.
But you know what, bro? You know what's crazy about this whole scenario?
What?
Nikki Cross is the only person left from Sanity.
Oh, and you already saw what she is now. She's a fucking superhero. According to her, or it came from her. So let's give it time, and hopefully she'll be able to make something out of chicken shit, chicken salad, chicken shit, and prove a lot of people wrong. But it don't look too good for you, mama.
And you know, she the last Mohegan, you know what I'm saying? That's the last person from Sanity. And we talking about like all
Bray
the
Wyatt.
Yo,
that's the thing. They dropped the ball.
Person.
And them two kind of.
I just noticed that.
And you notice them two stables, they were kind of somewhat the same, not the same, but you know what I mean? That what followers, you got a leader, stuff like that. And they could have do so much shit with that, and they dropped the ball with Sanity, of course. They dropped the ball with Wyatt family.
They did more than drop the ball, man. They fucking threw that shit up against the wall.
I mean, even the guys from Everrise from NXT, them kids, you know what I mean? They were giving a little shine. Yeah.
Those guys
were making the best of it. Yeah, I mean, they totally, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. They look like, like they came over to put over the other talent, but it seemed like they had something, but they weren't booked the proper way.
They had something, but they never got a chance. They never got a chance, bro. Like, and I kind of feel like that with a couple people on this list. You know, Killian Dane really never got a chance to really do his thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, they brought him in. He was in a stable. Then once they disbanded the whole entire Sanity thing and sent him back to NXT, because remember, he debuted on SmackDown, and then they put my man inside of a singlet, right? The cover up his stomach. He never got a chance. The same thing with whatever Rise, like they never got a chance, bro. But but the one that really surprised me, the 2-for-1 special.
Oh man, it's fucked up. They were good when they started doing that fashion police shit. At first it was kind of like whatever, but it was kind of funny, you know what I'm saying? And of course, Tyler Breeze was coached by I believe Lance Storm. So I think he got a school in Florida with Sean Spears. So he's gonna be good. The Great Valley Young Bucks.
Yo, Michelangelo, the Everrise is the Great Valley man.
Hey, I don't know. We're gonna have to call Angelo the Elite Hunter spoiler. Cause he be giving spoilers out there on social media about movies, man. You need to cut that out. But the Elite Hunter he don't seem to be too pleased with the vice presidents over there at AEW, man.
Yeah, the lead hunter, which I think is a whack name, but you know, it's that shit is whack. But another team released. The Bollywood Boys.
You see you see Bret Hart inspiration in them fits.
Yeah, I see it. It's all over, man. But you know, it's like once again, that's like another team that could have had something, but then again, it's like they really never got past the modern name Maharaja. Like they never got past that. You know what I'm saying? It was like, and
they didn't get broke right. That's the thing.
No, yeah,
because you know, of course, they from Canada, but come on, you know, they represent a whole fucking country, my nigga. Are you not gonna fucking capitalize on that? You know what I mean? It's like you dropped the ball. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. I haven't heard about Jinder Mahal. He hasn't been out. You know what I'm saying? Like he came back, and then next thing you know, you haven't seen him. No, don't be surprised. Next thing you know, he get like
you know what I'm saying? Another name on that list, Austin Gray, aka you know what I'm saying? This right here, and the Retro and Anthony Greening, like once again, never got a chance to do his thing. He had a few matches with Thatcher on XT, and then it was the 205.
No, he was at 205, and this past week he had a match, and you know, of course, I guess he's being a little with a sense of humor. He said that Loser had to leave town. So you know, a little cleverness.
I mean,
and you know, unfortunately events, you know, losing a job is not fun, you know, and
no,
so you gotta keep
not
your
at
head
all,
up.
bro.
You know, you keep grinding. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of opportunities, and as you can see, you know, you got Elevation, you got Monday, Tuesday. They are giving opportunities. You know what I'm saying? MLW is about to pick up again. Yeah, I mean that. Okay, let's talk about Tino. Tino Salad, great body. Just the way he was booked, and I don't know, because you know, to people like that, that's the type of people you fucking put a mask on. Because look at that fucking face. Don't you want to fucking slap that fucking face? Just put a mask on, dude, or something. You know what I mean? Something. And look, you know, great body. You know, come on, man. It just that's one of them releases that, oh damn, it sucks he lost his job, but hey, well, you know, you'll be bouncing in one of the Miami clubs or whatever.
I don't know.
Yeah,
to me, bro, I'm not even mad about that.
Do you know his name? What's his name again?
Tino Saba something. Like already that quick. I forgot who he is.
It's Stromboli. Tino Stromboli.
The Mole, as AEW put it, the Mole. Tino is or was Mandy Rose's man. Well, he ain't got no job no more. So usually when stuff like that happen, your girl leave you. And you know, I'm only saying that it's not funny anyone lost their job, but I'm just saying usually when you lose your job, you know, if you ain't got no ends, that's it.
And Kurt Stallion too, man. That was kind of fucked up. You know what I mean?
Kurt Stallion. Yo, a lot of these people. But look at all these releases so far. All of these releases.
That's crazy. That's a lot of people, man. That's a lot of money too that they say.
And apparently Nick Khan.
Look at my boy, but shout out to you know what I mean, Clemens. You know, he's back. You know, he's working down there at Ohio State, so he's back home. You know what I mean? So he's good. You know what I mean? Sometimes all that, you know, some of this shit, you know what I mean, it's not built for everybody. You know what I mean?
It's a
So,
blessing in disguise sometimes, man.
exactly. So, yeah,
Man,
man.
that
Wish them luck to all of them. You know what I mean?
honestly, bro, like at this point,
Oh,
I'm
let me
just
see. Just I don't know if I see her there. Um, it's crazy, right? You see, Roddy Strong just popped up, and his wife gets fucking released.
yeah. His wife,
So
it's a
yeah,
lot going on, bro.
but to me, like one thing they should do just to get polished up. That if let's say if Rhonda, once she have her kid, and perhaps thinks that she could make a run, but perhaps she don't want to. She was like, I did what I did, and just something that I wanted to prove that I could do, and I was able to do it, and that's it. But there's so much money on the table that man, that horsewoman, against
Or
horsewoman on MMA, the way it
that would
was
be dope.
built, the only one left is Shayna Baszler, and the way she's being booked is like, what the fuck is that? She should be being booked as a fucking monster. But that's another story. Like,
But just
yeah,
look
man.
at all these. Look at this Big Show. This guy,
So Big
whoever
Show
his
didn't resign though.
what was this guy's name? The one next to Big Show. What was his name?
Oh, SARS. SARS
Oh yeah,
Sullivan.
yeah. Lars Sullivan. Basically, the Forgotten Sons, Andrade, Mojo, Mark Henry. You also had Bo Dallas, Kalisto. The icon is Mickey James, Tucker, Alexander Wolf, Kurt Stallion, the Fashion Police, Bollywood Boys, Buddy Murphy. Basically, the rest of the four horsewomen of MMA gone. We talked about, of course, that we talked about what's her face being released, Killian Dame, Vanessa Bourne, Everrise, Velveteen. Aria Davari, which was really messed up, is because they just released a shirt for this man, like literally 5 days before that. Ruby Riot, Tony
Ruby
Nese,
Soho. I think she's going by Ruby Soho now.
Ruby Soho, Braun, Aleister Black, the former Tom, what was his last name? Tom Phillips, gone. Honestly, at this point, as a fan,
Enough! Silence! I can't take this shit no more.
it's way too many people, yo. Like, I mean, I understand, like, you trying to save money, but at the same time, how much money you trying to save, bruh? But at the same time, there's a lot of places they can go. You are right.
But remember,
Impact, ROH, MLW, AEW.
but remember, when this people, they were just hiring everybody just to hold them so they won't go to AEW. That's pretty much what this motherfuckers did. You know what I mean? Like, they hire anybody that they could get hands on, and now that seems to affect like their thing. Their money now, because it was that was a years ago. You know what I mean? But now they could. I guess they saw what the other companies are doing with their talent, their past talent. So I guess they don't care.
Yeah, I mean, Andrade was one of the biggest mistakes to let go. Yeah, I agree with that, but at the same time, it's kind of like, if you ain't happy here, you don't want to be here, then go. But hey, I just thought about it.
What?
Torrance coming back, SummerSlam, Las Vegas.
Who?
SummerSlam, Las Vegas. You got
Who's coming back?
No, the touring. Like,
Tory. I thought you said Tory, like Tory.
No, not Tori Wilson. No, you
My
got
dude, they
the
coming
tour.
back. They're coming out with the big guns. Pop, pop, pop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Money in the
you
bank.
got Cena, you got Lesnar, you got
Ooh.
possibly you know what I'm saying, The Rock coming back sometime. So
But
I understand what
The Rock will make sense because this year will be the 25th year from his debut on Survivor Series. You know what I mean? And it'll be fucking awesome. He come out with the tassels and the danglings and shit. You know.
yeah, that would be dope. Hold on
Main
one
kind
second.
of.
¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué
What do we
pasó?
have here? What do we have here? What up, eh? Mr. Leon? What are you talking about, brother?
That's a lion in the jungle for real.
Yeah, my main man, right there.
But yo, shout out Danny. But no, real talk though, like it's like at this point, what do you do? Because all these people are released right now, and no one ever wants to lose a job. No one ever wants to see anyone lose a job. At the same time, I kind of feel like this. The possibilities are endless for these people. Whether they get signed by one of these 3-letter or 4-letter companies, or whether they go back to the independents, they won't be out of work. My biggest question for the people that are being released is this something that you want to continue to do? That's the biggest question, because you got some people that they're going to keep on going and going because this is what they love, this is their passion, this is all they know. But sometimes situations like this, being with a company like that, I don't have any firsthand experience, but sometimes that drains your passion out of you. We had Leo Rush on, and he talked about, at one point it's like they completely drained the passion out of him. And at one point he was considering not wrestling anymore. And now you fast forward now to 2021, he's actually done. He's like, no, I'm done at this point. And I can understand his reason in wanting to be with family, but your workspace can affect you mentally to the point is this something that I really want to do anymore? Like, do I want to continue to go through this? So my whole thing is, I wish all these people the best of luck. I wish, I'm not gonna be like Johnny Ace. I wish you the best in your future endeavors. But it's kind of like, no, I honestly wish these people the best of luck, because this is hard. I mean, the good thing is these guys still get paid for those 90 days. But I just wish that we didn't ever have to go through this person's been released and all that. But maybe there's a bigger picture that we're missing. Who knows? Or maybe, just maybe, Durag Vince is letting all these people go. That way Tony Khan can sign them all and run out of money. Think about it, my brother. Think about it.
Nah, B. It just so much. You could do so much now. You know what I mean? Now everything seems to going back to normal. You know what I mean? COVID is gone. It's not gone, but you know what I mean. Like it's
That shit is
more.
here.
That's what I'm saying. But you could do more things. You know what I mean? They're letting more big gatherings and all that stuff. So
For sure.
we'll see them. You know what I mean? We'll see them, because then eventually overseas things are gonna start open up. You like you said, you still got the indies. You know what I mean? Some other guys that they were smart enough, save their money. Next thing boom, they start running shows. You know what I mean? And it's sad, but it depends on what they are into. You know what I mean? Because perhaps other people got other avenues than what I mean, to make money or stuff that they're good at. You know what I mean? A lot of wrestlers make music. A lot of them, they are artists, actors. You know what I mean? That they pursue different things. So we shall see. You know what I mean? Like, just good luck to all of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. We gonna see what does pop off. Another thing that popped off, just to get the WWE stuff out the way, and we could just hit it home with AEW. But why did we have another Hell in a Cell match this past Monday? It's really making it, not special. I mean, it already started not be special when they turned the cage red. Looks like a damn milk crate that they're
To
wrestling
me,
inside of.
I don't want to see another Hell Cell in the match. I don't want to see a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. Just retire that shit and
It's
perhaps
over.
bring it. Because before it would be like it had a meaning. You will go into that match and that should be the ending of whatever feud that was going on. This is where you left it off. Because y'all probably did last man standing. You did 3 out of 4. You did all this shit, but next thing you know, people will get involved. So boom, how you keep them out? How do you fucking Hell in a Cell? Ugh. But no, now it's like, how the fuck that shit just dangling up there? You know what I mean? Like, oh, okay, bring it down. And it was kind of stupid, man, because it's like you got fucking Kofi Kingston seeing this dude like you're not when you're gonna climb. You could have climbed. You know what I mean? Like if let's say, I see you getting beat up inside a fucking cage, I'll be like, yo, how I'm gonna get in there to defend my nigga's honor. You feel me? I would have climbed. But no, this motherfucker like, you know what I mean? Next thing you know, boom, he got a match. So that at least I could give up that. Oh, that should be dope. But it's just the storyline. Kofi Kingston against Lesnar, the Money in the Bank, dope. What I want to see is Kofi Kingston turn on fucking Sabre Woods and go over there,
Please.
go with her business. Cause I don't know if you heard the rumor innuendo. The end of August, we're gonna have the draft again, and my main man, Big E, gonna be going to Raw. So you're gonna have let's say New Day reunion, but without bringing him back. Like he's still gonna have his single run. So everything cards subject to change. You know what I mean? But I guess what I mean. It's just too much to give him matches. I liked it when it was the same thing with Money in the Bank. I never liked the pay-per-view. I mean, I like the Money in the Bank when which by today, as we're recording, 10 years from the pipe bomb salute, you know what I'm saying? Right? Fucking Cena against fucking Punk. That was the last Money in the Bank that I could remember that was dope as a pay-per-view, but I hated when they made it to a pay-per-view. I liked that at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay, that I could give it to you. Moving from fucking Raw to SmackDown, because other than what is it, Doudrop? You know what I mean?
Doudrop.
Yeah, Doudrop. You know what I mean? Other than that, I don't know what else is really
Nothing else happened. That's it.
on Raw that I could think about.
No,
That
that's
Raw,
it.
I believe they brought like almost 3 mil or 2 mil. You know what I mean? Like, I guess how many people watched that match. It was kind of crazy that he moved it from the pay-per-view. You know what I mean? But as you saw, they started, Ray going at it. And it was, it was good. You know what I'm saying? The matches, you know what I mean? It was pretty good. But it just put like that Roman is here to stay. You know what I mean? And that's about it. But I don't expect to see them type of matches on TV. You know what I mean? Because like I said, that's just for like to end a feud. Like what the fuck, you know what I mean? Because obviously that was just a filler. Because as we saw this past Friday, we see who is Roman Reigns facing at Money in the Bank. You know me?
Edge. He's back. We finally getting a one-on-one with Edge. And you know what?
The
I
Mania.
can honestly say,
Yeah, that was the Mania match you were supposed to get. That's what we're getting right now. Because on the real, SmackDown have become a fucking show of fucking rematches. You know what I mean? I don't know how many times we're gonna see Owens against fucking Sami Zayn. Even though, don't get me wrong, it's still a fuego. You know what I'm saying? But it's
Right.
just so much more they could do. That, you know what I mean? But it's just rematch after rematch. You know what I mean? You had to show you got the Cesaro and Rollins thing, Bailey with Bianca. They put them together, so this is a tag team. Like Rollins, I don't know. Maybe if there was a crowd, maybe I'll see the difference. But like, I don't know what the fuck gimmick that he's trying to play. You know what I mean? On some like fucking Jim Carrey, fucking Joker. You know what I mean? Oh, animatic. You know what I mean? With the loud ass outfits and shit. You know what I mean? But I guess what?
That's Drip
Two
Rollins,
more.
man.
No. But like
That's
in 2
Drip
weeks, right?
Rollins. Yeah.
2 weeks. That's when they go. They'll go live in Florida. In July something.
You talking
So we
about
shall see.
oh, you talking about the crowds, right?
Yeah, yeah. Because I think it starts that Friday leading to Money in the Bank.
Yeah, man. And then they'll be here in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it's
we'll
like
see.
it's dope. It's dope, but you know what I'm saying? You got Edge coming back, you got all these Hell in the Cells, you got all these rematches going on, you got all these releases going on, and it's like
What was the reason? I had a reason. What was the reason? What was the reason?
I just explained the reason.
What was the reason, bitch?
I don't need to explain myself to you. And
What was the reason?
seriously, like what? Yeah. Why do we have like you said? Why do we have Sami Zayn versus KO at least twice a month?
Twice a month?
Do,
You crazy? Twice a month?
I'm sorry,
Bro. Like
three times a month.
Been like 14 times for the last month, man.
Why do we have Drew McIntyre versus Bobby Lashley for the last 4 pay-per-views? Why do we have looks like we're gonna have Bailey versus Bianca again? Why do we have I don't know,
Ripley against Charlotte, Asuka against Charlotte?
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
Big E versus the boys from Africa. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I don't know. It's kind of at this point, it's kind of like, yeah, it gotta go. It definitely gotta go. And at this point, man, we gonna ship over from WWE because it just makes my head hurt.
But what's up? What you dig? You digging some more Joe running over there in NXT? You think? Yeah,
I'm digging it to a certain extent because at this point, he's basically top flight security. Top flight of the world, Craig. Not just NXT, the world. But he's top flight right now. I mean, that's it. And it's like basically,
But eventually, you're gonna tell me, like, as you can see it now, do you see a match? He's being in a match. The way he's being booked. I mean, it's gonna
be Samoa Joe versus Adam Cole. I'm just gonna throw it out there because that's the only person that he put his hands on.
Yeah, and by the news and all this shit talking about, when they make this new draft, I think they're gonna do a pretty big shakeup. You know what I'm saying? And like we said earlier, now you got the networks behind it trying to push for shit. You know what I mean? Because the network do come up with ideas and shit. So, we're gonna be seeing a lot of shit down.
I'm gonna calm down, Mike Angelo, but it's just making my head hurt, bro. It's like, NXT is doing what NXT does, which is always put on good shows. I mean, of course, you had the whole ruthless aggression moment.
So what you think? That was kind of dope. How they did it, you know what I'm saying? That was kind of dope, you know what I mean? But like the ending, I forgot, I couldn't catch the name of that, you know what I mean? Because now finally we see our boy, you know what I mean? Stokely or Hathaway or whatever the fuck he goes by now, you know what I mean?
Malcolm Bivens.
Yeah, Malcolm Bivens right now. Yeah, he got a nice little, he got his little crew now, you know what I'm saying?
Diamond Mine.
Diamond Mine. And a lot of people were like, oh, it's gonna be Tessa, da 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 da. And there you have it. So talking about Tessa, she was mentioned in this other show. Let's talk about that. Let's keep it 100.
Yeah, keep it 100. Let's talk about AEW. AEW Dynamite on a Saturday.
Dinamita!
On a Saturday.
On a Saturday,
Bro,
B.
I didn't know how to feel about that because when I think of wrestling on a Saturday, I think of WCW Saturday night. You want to tune in, baby. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be the American Dream. We're going like that's how far I go back. Yeah.
That's pretty much what it was. Wrestling on Saturdays. You know what I mean?
You know, I like it. I didn't know how to feel about it because I kind of felt like they should have been at center stage in Atlanta and had the ring rotating around like how I used to on WCW Saturday night. Like if you're gonna go on a Saturday night, why not go all out? That's all I'm saying, bro. Like if you're gonna go out, go all out. Speaking of all out, that's coming up in September. No pun intended. A couple people that are big names, rumored to be there. Tommy End, big rumor. But AEW Saturday Night Dynamite, I kind of feel like they didn't really put a lot of oomph into the episode at all.
That shit was, to me, it was a filler, and like pretty much let's promote for Wednesday, and let's give them some. Let's give them something. They moved the match with Jungle Boy. Boy against Omega, which don't get me wrong, Jungle Boy. All right, Jungle Boy, right? Shout out, good wrestler. He had come a long way. You fighting Kenny Omega, the guy that wrestled Okada in this 5-star matches that Dave Meltzer made up or whatever, right? This dude's supposed to be a fucking machine. Jungle Boy shouldn't be fucking lasting that long with that guy.
No.
Don't get me wrong. Yeah, but no. Fuck you. Don't do that shit for real.
No, I agree with you with that because it's like you got Jungle Boy, who is a young upstart. I mean, not saying that he has been doing this for a while, but he's still young in the game. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, to me, he shouldn't have been lasting that long inside that match. He really shouldn't have, but he did. He did. He lasted long enough to make himself look credible. But here's my thing. Do you really believe that he would have lasted that long inside of a match? Whether that been a championship match or not? No. I said this a few weeks ago on the show. At any point, did you fear that Kenny Omega was going to lose his title? No. You know what I'm saying? It's like, once again, you have to put that suspense of the unthinkable being the outcome. And I had no suspense that the unthinkable will be the outcome inside that match. No faith at all that, that, oh my gosh, Jungle Boy's going to do it. He's going to pin
And the thing he had close fucking 3 count, and you thought, all this move and he's kicking out or finish it. Bro, makes him look strong, but at the same time, it's like, bro, that's Kenny Omega, bro. Kenny Omega, that's your people. That's your man's right there. Kenny Omega's your man's. That's your people's. That's your champ.
No, not just they champ. Impact champ. AAA champ. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
understand, my nigga. Like I said, no disrespect to Jungle Boy, But y'all gave me that shit yesterday, man. Yeah, literally put that shit on TV. What the fuck are y'all doing, man? The fuck are y'all doing, man? Don't do that, man.
Like I said, it makes zero sense to me, though. It's like you're not even supposed to have me even think that someone like and it's no disrespect to Jungle Boy at all, or Jungle Man, which is probably going to be Braun Strowman, who ends up signing with AEW. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't think that at any point that match should have went over 5 minutes. Over 5 minutes, zero interference, anything like that. Like,
dude, I looked at the time. I looked at the time. It was like around 9:30, 9:34.
Yeah. Right.
And I fucking see that they're about to go into the main event. I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, I'm pretty sure the entrances, you know, everybody now sings the, you know, so, okay, I understand, but still, man. And it's still, people get involved. You know what I'm saying? Like, now, it was a clusterfuck at the end. Like, you have to, like, bring all these people. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we're going to see a match against Christian, against Kenny Omega, sometime in the summer or whenever, because it seems like they got matches booked in between, you know what I'm saying, with different shit. Because, right, Kenny Omega's fighting Sami Callihan, I believe, at Slammiversary, right?
Yeah.
That's set in stone. He's fighting Andrade, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But me personally, I don't like that. When, you know what I mean, when you got matches booked ahead of time for a title, but there's not really no type of storyline built for it. Yeah, so it takes me away from it. You know what I mean?
No,
there's a lot of shit like, going on.
You got that going on. You got all the people interference. Like, you got Christian, you got the Elite Hunter, you got the Bucks, you got who else got involved inside that match? Eddie Kingston came down.
This guy, Matt Hardy with Private Party.
You got all these people coming down to come interfere in this match or whatever. You got all this going down, and you got supposed to be the most unstoppable champion. You got all these storylines going down for Jungle Boy. For what? For what? What?
Okay.
Like, why? Why? Like, was it even necessary? That match should have been no more than 5 minutes. Zero interference. This guy is a champion of 1, 2, 3 promotions, bro.
So I believe at the end it was Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks. That's 3 people. Matt Hardy, Private Party. That's 3 more. And I might be missing 2 more. You know what I mean? All that involved in one match. You know what I mean? Like I said, don't get me wrong. Jungle Boy, you know what I mean, gonna be a great fucking player in the game in the future.
He is.
Jungle
Boy's gonna be on fire in the future. He's probably gonna be championship material in the future. But for his first championship match, you got all these people interfering. He's not that big of a threat. It's not like it's not like he's a Lance Archer who's 6 foot, 6'8".
Who's out there listening? Hey, anybody out there? Is that your champion? Is Kenny Omega your champion? Come on, man.
They can't be the champ. And now I'm hearing that Impact already has plans to have him drop the title soon. Obviously, Slammiversary will probably be the pay-per-view to do it. You know, being that that's their big pay-per-view. But
so you think they probably make it up for Callahan for sticking up with the company because you know he did drop the belt to a female. You know what I mean? He did the job. Do you think it's more like, you know what, we're gonna repay you for sticking up, or just more like, nah, Tommy Callahan put in the work. He's the
fucking love Michelangelo. Man, fuck it, ain't gonna make it like no, but like if they do put the title on Callahan, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all, bro. But to be honest, no bias here at all. The person who should have took that title off of Omega is the person who just re-signed with Impact, Moose. But you know what the most fucked up part about this whole entire thing? I don't even remember Rich Swann being Impact champion.
Damn, son. Yo, you know what I just came to my mind? That from the ladder match and the NXT takeover in New Orleans, the only one remaining is Ricochet. Right? Am I right? Or I'm just talking shit.
Ricochet and Adam Cole.
Was Adam Cole there? One of them wasn't there.
Adam Cole won the damn match.
And the NXT, so Ricochet wasn't in there. Because that's the Northeast. You're talking about the Northeast. Yeah, the Northeast. No. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not. Anyway, they all gone, man. They all gone.
Dog, I don't know, man. It's craziness. But here's my take. AEW does a good job with introducing faces. Where they drop the ball at is introducing all these faces at the same damn time in one segment.
Yeah.
And it's like, to me, it was overkill to me, because all you did was hype up Jungle Boy, and he can wrestle. He could definitely wrestle his ass off, but I just kind of feel like at this point, you know, not necessary. The ending wasn't necessary, but at the end of the day, it was a good match. That I will give them that. I didn't appreciate the ending with the chaos, as all their shows end every single time. You ever notice that? It's chaos. It's pandemonium. We don't know what's going to happen. We'll be back next week. And I kind
chaos. Always, it finished with chaos and shit.
Yeah, it's like WCW Nitro. Like, you know, we'll see you guys next week. Da-dun, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm kind of like, honestly, like every week, I kind of feel like they should play the Nitro music to end the show as the announcers are going. It's chaos here. We don't know what's going to happen, folks. We'll see you next week. You know, Tony Schiavone and Jim Ross, but you know, I don't know. Let's see. You know, you got K-Dog Conan. He's going to be on AEW this week.
Dude, that Conan, that I don't know. My dude, he have that was the show. Yeah, K-Dog came through. At first, I didn't see the correlation or whatever, but they took it back to the Stampede when he was DJing, and you have Proud and Powerful, which he actually came out with the LAX music, which that got a little pop. So that was dope. I forgot what is it that he had, because I don't know if you saw, he had like a little ball in his stomach. You didn't see that?
Nah.
I forgot what it's called, man. It's a procedure that he had got done. You know what I mean?
Right.
But for him to take that bump, shout out to him because I know people are gonna take shot, but you could actually see it. It's like a little. His belly had a little belly, you know what I'm saying? Or like I'm like, damn, this nigga had an outer, you know, like his belly button, and he got an outie, you know, type of shit. But I'm like, damn, that's K Dog, you know what I'm saying? You can't fuck it up. But this dude, bro, he's a fucking machine when it comes to dropping jumps. And the fact that the one of the ones that I like the most, he got Tully Blanchard. His daughter's dating a Mexican. So it's like, yo, you better learn Spanish because dudes were trying to take shots at him. Like, you better learn Spanish so you can speak to your grandkids and shit.
Yeah.
And I pop. Cause it's like, yeah, this guy, you know what I'm saying? Like his delivery, bro. And to me it was like, damn man, he's out there. I don't know how, of course WWE never used him. But my dude.
What are you talking about? Max Boom was the best idea ever.
I mean, I'm talking about after, you know what I'm saying? Like, arriba, orale, well, let me speak on this, you know what I'm saying? And, yeah, man, to me, that was the best part of the show on Saturday. The match, Kenny Omega with Tarzan was alright, but yeah, he's a master of the promos for sure. That dude, bro, ever since, he was with MLW on his podcast with Kurt Bauer, and then when he started with Jericho and the Jericho Network, and now they've been doing the show for 5 years. So in the podcast game, you know what I mean? Like, that's one of my top 5 podcasts, and the dude's a legend, bro. You know what I mean? Like, why not use him? And like I say, I go back and check that fucking bump, bro. That I cringe because it's like, damn, I couldn't believe he actually took that. You know what I mean? And so the one thing I could say coming out of this, but there was all the gems that he said, but I'm pretty sure people out there seen it. You know what I mean? Like everything that he said. You know what I mean? That FTR against Proud and Powerful match is gonna be fucking a banger, and that's what they going for. And you gotta have them, Conan in his corner and Tully in his corner.
Yo,
yeah,
that's
that's
enough.
Yeah, you want to touch my tag shit? That's enough.
Yo, I used to do that shit back in school, dog. Like, man, Conan is legendary, man.
Hell yeah.
I'm just going back through his stuff in WCW and everything, like legendary. But before we get out of here, one more thing to touch on in the news, rumors, I guess. A fan recently asked if Batista would ever consider doing a movie with The Rock and John Cena, and
he's not with that shit.
He ain't with that, and I understand, bro. I mean, you got to think about it. The man carved out his own lane, bro. Okay, he did all this on his own, literally on his own. He did. I think he did like one WWE studio video, and everything else has been all him.
Yeah, but to me, it's just more one of them things that you just, you're saying, you just, stir the pot. You know what I mean? Like my name, boom, boom. They got their own thing. They came up with the fucking Spendables, my nigga. I don't know how the fuck everybody was able to get them all together. So eventually, if somebody could make a movie, they actually made a movie, Zombies versus Wrestlers or Wrestlers versus Zombies. Low budget. No, but you know what I mean? They had the money and they did the right script and they bring it to him and they go, I ain't gonna want to do a fight. Nah, niggas, if it's the right script or whatever, he'd be on. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe he was he was gonna be on Suicide Squad. Guess what? Who is on Suicide Squad? John Cena. So he would have been with John Cena in Suicide Squad, but I guess he has something popping. I think it's that one with the Netflix with the zombies that's popping up right now. I forgot the name of that. Oh, actually, the reason we had the fucking zombie. But yeah, Dave Bautista, you know what I mean? He carved his own lane and you know, putting out for the Filipinos. You know, keep it up, la raza.
But at the end of the day, man, I mean, this whole entire past week, you know, with Edge coming back, the extra Hell in a Cell match.
And then you tell me when the fucking Fast and the Furious started, whenever the fuck, 20-something years ago, whatever the fuck it was, that we're gonna see The Rock and John Cena in the fucking franchise. You know what I'm saying? In sequels and shit like that. You never would have thought of that. You couldn't even tell me that joking. And look at it where we at. You know what I mean? And supposedly, it was a good movie. I haven't watched it yet, according to some people. There will be, the next one will be a last one, so they say. So we shall see. You know what I mean? Billy Bean Jean.
Yeah, we'll definitely see. But, you know, this last week has been crazy. This week, looking forward to new stuff. Definitely make sure you all tune in. We will be back. We will be dropping an interview pretty soon as well. But until then, look, we got to hit you with the quick PSA. First and foremost, too much negativity can have you unbalanced mentally, spiritually, emotionally, spiritually. Spread more positive vibes. It takes very little to build someone up than it does to tear them down. Think about the logic inside that message. It could be just as simple as telling someone something good about themselves, something positive about themselves. So you can go to webmaneuver.net, go to our site and purchase the Positive Vibes Only t-shirt. That tank top, that hoodie, that V-neck, that t-shirt could be a constant reminder to continue to spread positive vibes and also listen. Like we already said, COVID is still here. So with that being said, we even put a diagram up for you. We're going to need y'all to wash your hands. But most of all, wash your ass. Use soap. Okay? Cheech, let these people know how they got to do it.
Remember, y'all, from face to ass, not ass to face.
It's that simple. If you didn't understand, look at the screen. Very nice dialogue there. But with that being said, we are out. We love y'all. And of course, I guess this is our new thing. If you didn't like the show today,
Your mom's a hoe.
And we out. Peace.
Sayonara.
Dewdrop. Dewdrop.
You should have said that at the end. Dewdrop.
No, it's still recording. Dewdrop.